Just waiting for the break, eh? Break over $3. We're in for 5,000 shares at the moment. Oh, got over $3. Hold though, we want it to hold. Need it to hold. It's a quick liquidity grab. Market makers do that to grab liquidity. Make money off you, put it in their own pockets. This is P-Scan Therapeutics, PLRX. Hey beginner, I'm good. Just consolidating right now after this move up. We've got a bit of cup and handled pattern on multiple time frames. Good morning to Mimi. We found resistance at the $0.75 last time on the way we moved back up, so that's what I'm looking for now. I want to see breaking new lows. Morning, Steve. Welcome back. Good to see you here. I want to see a bit more volume. That last candle got quite a bit of volume, but very little movement. Hey, J Spec. Decent catalyst. Lovely pattern. This is what's known as a cup and handle pattern. Typically breaks upwards. And typically you can get the depth of the cup as your measuring stick. Yeah, that's right, J Spec. I'm looking at it as a cup and handle right now. They all look like that when they don't go your way. Morning, Bravo. Tester. Oh, not seen you for a while, Tester. What do you mean you don't see you don't see the market reacting well? Why do you say that? It's currently 30% up on the day after that news. Is that a bad reaction? Hey, Don. Well, there's currently a lot of investigations into illegal short selling practices going on. I decided to start the stream 30 minutes later, and I'll be streaming 30 minutes later. So 8:30 market time till 11 a.m. There's not been a lot of movement pre-market of the last few weeks, or the last couple of months actually. So I thought, okay, if I start a little bit later, I can go into the bell a little bit later as well, into the regular market. Well, I wouldn't say it's a good reaction. A good reaction is when it goes parabolic, but it's not a bad reaction. I mean, it went up to current 33.34, which is, I mean, it's a $2 stock. It finished on Friday at 210. I mean, that's over a 50% move, you know? I don't know. It's got some. Depends on what days you're looking at it. There's some days it's got some good range. Like back in September, with some good moves up towards $4. Same in July, back end of July. I don't understand where you're coming from. Why are you saying it's getting stuffed? It's 27% up. How's that getting stuffed? I don't get. I honestly don't understand that mentality. We've got the move up. We've got the cup move up. Granted, if it doesn't break out off this handle, I mean, it's more of a pan handle now than a cup handle. But you get where I'm coming from. It's held most of its gains, so it's hardly getting stuffed. Yes, it's below the VWAP, but you've got to understand this closed on Friday 210. It's had some news. It's popped up. It retraced. It's popped up again. It's retracing again. So it's hardly getting stuffed. That's what stocks do. They move up and down. Getting stuffed would be like it popped up and then went red on the day. Hey, Mike. I mean, we've got an 8 cent range, which for a $2 stock is not bad at all in terms of average true range. The spreads are only a penny, so I wouldn't say it's getting stuffed. I'm not saying it's going to continue. It is going to break out. I'm not saying it's not. It won't sell off and lose all its gains. What I'm saying is, I think your description or your expectations are a little bit skewed. If you expect a stock to just keep moving up and moving up, then it's unrealistic. Particularly pre-market, when you've got less liquidity, lower volume than you would normally. I mean, what you think about the relative volume here. The relative volume's huge. So we've got a stock here that's got a good catalyst. It normally trades like 27,000 shares a day. Over the last 3 months, on average, 27,000 shares a day. It's already, since the news dropped there at 7 a.m., it's already traded 1.8 million shares. So the relative volume is huge. It's up right now nearly 30% on the day, which is in its own right is a good move. So look, it's not a stock pick. I'm not saying it's a good company. In fact, the opposite is true. It's a garbage company. There's a reason why it's a $2 stock. I wouldn't get married to this stock. I certainly wouldn't invest in it longer term. It's not a Moderna or a Pfizer. It's T-Scan Therapeutics. So the likelihood is this will move up and then it will move down just as quick. That's what these stocks do. Bioscience is extremely volatile like that, and that's what we're looking for. We'll look for volatility. We want volume to underpin that volatility, so that the volatility gives us the range that we can profit from, but the volume gives us the predictability on terms of the pattern breakouts. Hey, Matt. BTB. Not a lot happening with BTB at the minute. Last week's IPO has just made a bit of a pop. Wow. This was IPO on Friday. Just popped up huge amounts. BTB, no, it's not doing anything. It's pretty flat on the day at the moment. That's pulling back a little bit, but it's still very much of interest. That could be of interest later. So we're waiting for this to move back up towards $3. I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying it won't. Next candle to make a new high on the 5-minute is what I'm looking for. Happens to be 275, so it's a $3/4 level. So I want to see it over the $3/4. Problem with all this Consolidation nonsense. So that's the thing, because it could very quickly go against you. My goodness, it's just not stopping. A nice pullback there. Don't normally do this, and I don't recommend trying this, kids. Burning on multiple charts at the same time. The range here is huge, 80 cents on the range, ATR. Nice. Up at 272 on the other one. Pop some of that in. So spreads are widening, about between 15 and, you know, between a couple of cents to a 15 cents. We just had there on the spreads on this one. I'm keeping an eye on both of these stocks at the same time. I've got both charts open on my right screen here. I really need the bathroom as well. Bio break is required after these trades. Get this back up at $8. There we go. That's 8. Got some range on this one. Morning, Dunkers. By all means, just ask the question. Don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but happy to give you my opinion if you've got a question. The range on this is quite wild. Volatility is currently, what, 69 cents? I like that number, 69. It's good. The range is, the spreads are getting quite. I will be later. I'll be trading. I'm not trading on my small account right now, but I will be later. I'm currently dual trading on this account. I've got 2 stocks going at the same time, which is not what I would advise you to do. Concentrate on one at a time. It's not usually worth the risk to do 2 at a time. But the other one, PLRX is moving up slowly, not as volatile as this one. So I'm concentrating on Cadrenal Therapeutics, which is IPO from last week. Want to see this back up over $8. Oh, I can't tell you. That's up to you. That's up to you, beginner. You want to focus on gold? You focus on gold. If you want to broaden your horizons and look at other commodities and other currencies, then do that. What I would say is you limit. If you focus on just one, not so much on one commodity. It's like me saying, okay, all I'm going to trade is Apple and nothing else. You're kind of losing the opportunity to make bank with other moves in other stocks. So I would keep your options open from that point of view. But if you get good at one, then it can always be your go-to backup, if you will. So that's pulling back a little bit. So TCRX is pulling back a little bit. Back to 270. So this is a nice flag setup on CVKD. So it's Cadrenal Therapeutics. It was an IPO on Friday. You see this back over to $8. It has the volatility. The volume's dying out a little bit now. I want to see this breakout back over $8. Currently up at 770 on the ask, 780 on the ask. 775. Hey Alberto. Back at 269 on TCRX. So I'm just keeping an eye on that. I don't want it below 260. Found support at 260. That's TCRX. I'm just watching that as well. Now this could go very wrong, or it could go very right. At the moment it's going very wrong. Okay, TCRX moving back up again, trying to move back up again. It's got a bit of a double bottom type setup there. This is pulling back way too much for my liking. Let's throw the dice at the VWAP. Whole dollar. Yeah, it's still within the range of this flag pattern. So this has still got the potential to break to the upside, but it's how much am I prepared to risk this to break to the upside. Right now I've got just consolidating sideways on TCRX down at 270-ish, give or take it. But this is looking increasingly likely to annoy me. A H pattern? What about the H pattern? Get some wine and popcorn? Well, I think we've all learned from my lesson of drinking with wine. Oh, sorry, trading with wine. Don't do it. Don't drink and trade. It's fun to watch, but not so much to do. Looks like I'm going to be getting out of this for a bit of a loss, a little bit of a big loss. Only don't be stubborn, cut your loss, you can always get back in if it breaks upwards. Broke $7, you need to get out, Tony. Why am I not listening to myself? Broke the view up. I'm out altogether. I'll take that hit. That was probably a bad trade in every definition of it. Here we've just been consolidating. We're watching this on the other screen, so I wasn't worried about this at all. Just waiting for this to break back above the VWAP. If it does, $35 minutes to the bell. We're watching CVKD at the bell. That's now down at $6. That's the problem with IPOs. You've not really got that much history to base any of the kind of technicals on, in terms of you're looking for historical price action for your technical analysis, but if there is no historical price action, what do you do? Yeah, AMV's got a catalyst. I'll get out of this one as well, I think. $260. I think I've won more than I've lost, but still, they are unpredictable. Let's have a quick look at AMV. It popped up with news, but again, didn't sustain, just retraced underneath the VWAP. And that's happening a lot, it seems. Getting the pop up and then capitulation, gap and crap, as they say. Gap and trap, yeah, there's that too. Yeah, Tesla's moving up. The market itself is moving up, so you've got to get a lot of stocks that follow the market moving up in tandem. So testing the VWAP here. Add it to the position for the break of the VWAP. No, Daryl, just got a bit of product in on my head, that's all. Can we get over $3 here? That's the question. Looking to get back over $3. Really do need the bathroom. Got half an hour to the bell. So we broke the VWAP. Come back, tested a support maybe. Move back up and then break highs. That would be nice. That's a VWAP bounce. It's a very bullish maneuver. See the bounce. 295 is now the 294 is now the breakout level. TCRX, the volume is 2.5 million shares, which is almost a 100x on what it normally does. In terms of relative volume, it's 100x. Increase in volume would be nice. These low volume candles aren't helping. AMV popped up and then dropped right back off. Pretty much like CVKD. Hey Victor. Yeah, buddy. Well, reasonable weekend. Non-eventful. How about you guys? How was the weekend? What did you do? What are you watching today? Jaguar Health is looking like moving up, but that's basically, it's not a gap up, it's a reverse stock split. Jaguar Health. Watching, last I saw it was not doing much. I looked at BTB, there wasn't much going on. It was kind of sideways on the day when I was looking at it, so I've not traded it yet. I've had 3 out of 4 days profitable. The fourth day, well, the third day last week was a no trade day. Just taking, being very selective on the trades I'm taking with the small account there, Ian. So currently the small account is 3,500. We've made over $1,000 profit in the first 4 days, which is, well, in only 3 days of trading, which is pretty good going. Yeah, Bitcoin's having a good moment. Decent weekend, but it's having a good moment. It's holding those levels as well, which is a good thing. I think that's a big thing, to be able to hold those levels. $22,700, that's where Bitcoin is at the moment. I mean, it got over the weekend. It was it got as high as $23,000. So Bitcoin, yeah, having a good moment. Glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't sell at 18. Almost did. Only another 6,000 to go to break even. But the volume just died off it. Now I could hold this for as long as I need to, but quite frankly, I'm getting a bit annoyed by it. We've got 23 minutes to the bell, and we'll find out what's good and what's not. When the volume comes in, when the volume floods in, the retail volume in particular, all the HFPs switch on. What are you watching, guys? Anything? Any stocks taking your interest today? Salesforce is up based on activist investors. Are you trading the high cap stocks? What do you think the market's going to finish? Is the market going to finish red or green at the moment? Let's have a quick look at the market. So this is the S&P500, very sideways over the last couple of hours. Look at it on the 15, you can see it very sideways over the weekend. In fact, moved up well on Friday, but it's been sideways since. So we're not really doing anything at the moment. Will it be bullish or bearish today? Let me know your thoughts. That your watch list, is it, Alberto? IMBS as a penny stock has made huge gains. It's nearly 300% gains today. It's over $1 now. Saw it there at like 30 cents this morning. And I thought, do you know what? I'll take 1,000 shares on the small account. And wish I had done now. They have more money than this. It used to bounce here. This is where we've had resistance so far. Can't afford to break below there. Yes, it is Raxo, or Raxo Grebsi. There's lower liquidity, lower volume, so I don't know why I'm still trading the pre-market. I lose more often than I gain in the pre-market, if I'm honest. My statistics tell me that, but why I like trading pre-market. very tight risk on this extra amount that I've just put in there. It dropped below 260, I'm out in its entirety. Effectively giving it 2 cents. There's a hell of a lot of big fake outs. No dunkers. I don't know why I do it. Still enjoy it though, and still make money. I just don't make as much money than as I would after the bell. I look at I'll take a look at my TraderView stats later and just see exactly over the last year or so what kind of profit I've made before 9:30. Probably not a lot. That's not too bad. 130, 300,000. Yeah, I made about 300k in before 9:30 over the last year and a bit. That's not bad. Nowhere near how much I've made between kind of 10 and 12 though, so. The volume's just dropped out. Across the board, really. Looks like the volume just dropped out across the board. Morning, Edzilla. Yeah, fake outs across the board, I think. Both, Willy Wonka. So you use the screener to track the momentum, and then you check the news for the catalyst on the momentum. So TCRX has got is an FDA catalyst, and CVKD was moving up, but it was a IPO last Friday, so it was already on the watch list for additional moves today. I don't have it automated. I have all my trades logged in TraderView, so I can just quickly have a look at what times I'm winning, what times I'm making money, what times I'm losing money, what days of the week are the best for me, over what period of time. All the stats, I review all of the stats. I review all my trades every day. So at the end of each day, I do my trade reviews, but I also do my trade review recap for YouTube. And as part of that process, I review all my trades, where I've got in, where I've got out, etc., etc. And TraderView is great for that. How do I use the 200 moving average? Well, it's another key inflection point for support and resistance, because it's the 200 EMA. Because I'm using the EMA. The 200 EMA is probably less relevant to me as an intraday trader. The most relevant TI that I use is the VWAP. As you can see with this right now, the TCRX is just, the VWAP is pretty much horizontal, and we're slightly below that, so we're just ranging sideways at the moment, consolidating sideways. But the VWAP is probably the most important TI for me. Well, I'm thinking it should get back up to and test $3 again. To Mimi, that's my thinking here. If it can test volume is well, volume and volatility together. One without the other is useless, Victor. If you've got no volatility, if there's no range, then it can have all the volume in the world, but you're not going to make any profit. And likewise, it can have all the range in the world and be. Think HKD last year. It went from $14 up to $2,600. But there was no volume, so you couldn't trade it. If you traded it, it was just akin to gambling. You had to be okay with losing whatever you put into the trade. And so volume without volatility there's no opportunity, and volatility without volume, it's too risky. So you need both. The VWAP is the blue one. Yes, Daryl, absolutely. So the VWAP is the volume-weighted average price. So it's like it's a moving average based on the closing price of each candle. However, the volume contained, the number of shares traded within that time period. So on the 1 minute chart per minute, the volume of shares, it's weighted towards the volume. So if you've got a candle that has more shares traded than other candles, then the closing price will be heavily weighted towards the closing price there than it is with the other candles. So that's why when you see a sharp, usually, unless it's trading around the VWAP at the time, if you've got an extended either move to the upside or the downside, come at the bell, regardless of which way it goes, after that first candle, you see a sharp move on the VWAP because you've got that influx of volume. So the VWAP will move a lot quicker. Moving averages are based on the closing point of each candle, and a simple moving average just takes all of the candles and it takes the average price over the course of however many you set it to, 9, 20, 200 or whatever it is, and the VWAP. It weights the candles based on the amount of shares traded per candle. Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube concurrently, yes. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, ShareVision, all at the same time as TikTok. So we've got 8 minutes to the bell. I stand by my decision to exit if this breaks below 260. I'm not, Edzilla, simply for the fact that I don't trade anything under $2. So I might comment on it, but I'm not watching them actively watching them because they're below my trading floor. I really just want to put a stop in place so I can go to the bathroom. Be able to do that in 7 minutes. Don't know about a flag, but certainly a pennant there. Certainly a triangle. The problem is it's a descending triangle into a flat bottom, and typically these break downwards. Got the flat bottom at support, and then you've got lower highs. Typically, what you're getting is that the bulls are getting weaker and weaker each time there's a swing high. As you can see here, we had the initial swing high, then a lower swing high, another low swing high, and then swing high here. So this is why typically these kind of patterns will break. You've got a flat bottom here at 260, which is why that's my cutoff now. Because 260, if it breaks below 260, the likelihood is it will break further. Yeah, I think Tesla won't have good earnings. I'll be very surprised. No, Willy Wonka, it actually isn't. So if you are trading in the US or you are trading on an SEC regulated broker, then they will implement the pattern day trading rule, the PDT rule. So that will limit you, if less than 25,000 in your account, that limits you to 4 intraday trades in a 5-day period. So what I do is I trade with an offshore broker. So first and foremost, if it's not regulated, the broker's not regulated with the SEC, the likelihood is they won't implement the PDT rule. Now, they may have rules themselves in terms of minimum deposit or minimum equity balance or whatever it is, but with an offshore broker like Capital Markets Elite Group, they don't implement the PDT rule. Secondly, I'm also trading in Ireland, which isn't affected by the PDT rule. So unless I'm trading with a broker in the US that's regulated by the US, PDT rule won't affect me. So for example, I can trade with Interactive Brokers in Europe because they're regulated out of Cyprus. So the PDT rule won't affect me. I'm not affected by the maximum number of trades there, Willy Wonka. So you either trade with an offshore broker or in a region or location where the PDT rule isn't affecting you. The other way to get around the PDT rule, if you've got a small account, is to use trade in a cash account and use half equity. If you've got a $5,000 account, for example, you'll trade $2,500 today and $2,500 tomorrow, and $2,500 the next day. Why am I saying that? Because if you're trading with half equity, you've got what's known within a cash account. You've got what's known as the T+2 settlement rule. So the amount that you've traded with today, you have to wait for those trades to settle to be able to trade with them again tomorrow, and it takes 2 days to settle. So it's if you trade today, that will settle on Wednesday. You'll be able to trade with that equity again on Wednesday. So you can trade as much as you want in a cash account. It's not affected by the PDT rule. You can trade as much as you want in a margin account if your broker is an offshore broker. So trading in the US and US and Canada in particular, you're hamstrung by the PDT rule in a lot of these small accounts, and none of these zero commission accounts are likely to allow you to get away from the PDT rule, Willy Wonka. Hey Phil. Yeah, so I'm risking 5k in total. Well, just under 5k. I'm getting out now, and then the next step down, I'm getting out. I'm done. Did what used to be $3? This stock used to be $3? Yes, it did. Took me a while to get filled then. Well, no, it still is, but I've got a basement at $2. So I actually got it. I got in originally for the break of $3, and then I was in the position. So we got. If we go back originally here, so we had this cup and handle. So as we got in here for the break of $3, I took some profits here, and then because we had this cup and handle, I re-entered the position for the break of new highs for the breaker on this cup and handle formation here, and I got faked out. So then I looked for a bounce on the VWAP, added to the position, and it faked out again. So that's why I was trading this particular stock way below $3 on low volume. So yeah, it was the $3 breakout that I was looking for, and then I took profits there. I actually made profits in that first trade, and then when we got the cup and handle, looked for the breakout, and then that's what I was still in. That was the same trade. So I'm currently significantly underwater right now with this today. Not a good day to start off with. But the bell's about to go, so I can't even take a bathroom break. We've got 25 seconds to the bell. Let's change the scanners over. Save me doing it after the bell. Here we go, 5 seconds. Let's see what moves. Bit of a sell-off. Genius Group selling. PLRX selling. Market selling. Salesforce, oh, Salesforce vomiting. Osmos selling off as well. No, the scanner's always been $2. The scanner settings, I've always had that at $2 because obviously I want to see something that's moving. If something's moving well at like 260, 270, it's obviously more likely to reach $3, and I want to be able to be aware of that. So that's halted to the upside. Intelligent Biosolutions. Get back over to VWAP. This might be interesting. It's halted to the upside. What's all that about? Well, I'll tell you what, I'll take my quick bio break whilst the market's up and stopping at the opening ranges. Okay, so what's moving? Anything? This looks like it's going to gap up above $6. $37. Spring and back test of what? Okay. So the market bounced on the red green line, moving back up. That's the SPY. Bounced, double bottom, moved back up. One minute double bottom. That's selling off. Genius Group. Yeah, so that's selling off as well. Helbiz, 27 cents. This is moving up with this. It was moving up with the same catalyst as Genius Group last week. So DBGI is moving up nice, but it's got that opening range to beat, which is currently 322. Let's see where we get with this one. Genius over $4 now. It's Genius is over $3. So it's testing $3 now. So this should resume in about 10 seconds. It's looking like it's a small gap up. Let's see if it can break the VWAP. 25-cent range in this session, so let's go in the opposite direction. That's me done for the day. Actually, no, not quite. I've got 4K left for max loss. Yeah, it certainly has. So that's how many halts have we had now? That was the first one. One. Two halts to the upside. DBGI moving up as well. I have to make sure my next trade is on point. Oh, you've not traded in the small account yet, so well, I spotted this earlier this morning at like 40 cents. First pullback on a 5-minute. I don't know why the 15-minute scanner's not, my momentum scanner's not showing anything of note. I'm seeing things there. I'll just give this a quick reload. No. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what's going on there. Oh, Kraft Heinz. Big enough move up. Onto the mid caps and high caps for a little while. See if I can't get a little bit, a couple of K maybe. see if we can't get break of highs here. So we'll just put a 10-cent trailing stop on that. You'll probably get stopped out, but quick scalp. There we go. 700 bucks to start off the day. That's the second green trade today. Let's right. Okay, now we're back at it. The downside. MBS pulling back, it actually gapped down slightly, so before moving back up. Oh, some volatility there though. $0.12 on a $1 stock. That's huge volatility. So this is 400% up on the day, 440%. Yes, I'm using limit orders, Willy Wonka. $149 is the new halt up level. There's another halt level. This is the problem with these lower price stocks as well. If they do get particularly volatile, the halt levels stop you from making any big moves. No worries, mate. In stocks versus crypto, so it depends on your broker. So you can get up to, I suppose 10x is probably the most I've come across in terms of trading stocks. But on average, you're talking between, but you're talking about 5 times leverage in terms of the margin that you're getting liquid trading. If you're trading with a broker, if you're trading the equities, you're usually getting 4 to 6 times. Capital markets is giving me up to 6 times. Depends on the stock as well and the risk associated with it. But with crypto, again, depending on the volatility in the stock, with crypto you can get silly silly margins, or you can get no margins. Again, it depends. Netflix breaking highs. Up at 348. Wayfarer also breaking highs. A firm holdings. What's going on with this? I don't know what's going on with the firm holdings. Come back to that in a second. Let's see if it gives me the... That's a strange one. It should be showing more. There you go. Okay. Oh, yeah. I can check BTB for you, no problem at all. It's starting to move up now. I wouldn't say it's doing a lot. The volume on it isn't what it normally would be. Currently 6% up on the day. $644 is what it normally would do. So yeah, it's a reasonable relative volume. We're probably looking at a 3x relative volume on BTB, but volatility is not. There's not a lot of volatility. If you want to just sit and wait, and that's fine. AMD breaking highs again. Waited for the continued move up, but look, 21k we've lost. When I'm buying or shorting stocks, can I tell you the reason as I'm trading? What you want me to provide you a running commentary before I actually enter a position, Willy Wonka? Is that what you're trying to say? You want me to give you stock picks and signals before I actually get in? If you actually if you've traded with me, if you've watched enough, or if you've taken the day trade with Tony Coase, you'll know exactly the reasoning behind me getting in or entering. But you know. I'll try and give you some reasoning, but it's better if you don't understand, then just ask the question and I'll come back to it, because half the time I'm concentrating on trading rather than just well, the problem with IMBS is the range that you're going to get afforded because of the right now. So the halt level up now is 154. It's 138. So you might get 15 cents before it's halted. You can lump in, and 15 cents with the 10,000 shares is actually not too bad. That's 1,500 bucks. But just be careful with the halt levels. So halt level down 124, halt level up 154. So you're getting a 30-cent range between the halt levels. And that's another thing that kind of turns me off these penny stocks, is that when you get into the open market, they struggle to move with big volatility because of the halt levels that are there to stop them from moving with big volatility. The S&P 500 breaking highs, having a good day, 5% up already, half a percent up already. Genius breaking lows. Cosmos Health bouncing at that 440 level. IPO from Friday just died out, not doing anything except taking money off me. PLRX, Client Therapeutics. Possible double bottom formation there. IMBS All right, so the halt levels have changed, and it's still 30 cents between them. So the range is 121 to 151. So it's pulling back a little bit now. Silvergate made a reasonable move up. This is MTC or MM Low volume. Big move though. Nvidia. AMD moving with Nvidia and the rider market. A little breakout there. A little over break even, so just put a stop there. Got stopped out for break even. It's just a scratch trade. Vision Energy, yeah. I'm not so sure where you're seeing that, but I think this is an OTC stock, so I'm not seeing that. Marathon Digital pulling back. I think a lot of the mining stocks are. Bitcoin's having a bit of a rally, so a lot of the mining stocks are moving up in relation to it. I mean, Bitcoin is just in the last half an hour, Bitcoin's gone from $22,700 to over $23,000. It's back over 23,000. So that's why Marathon Digital, BTB, and Put Mining, and the rest are all having a bit of a pop right now. It's pulling back slightly, but watch this space. You watch Bitcoin, and you can get a precursor to the moves on the likes of Marathon Digital and Hut and some of the others. Plate. Gavana's having a move up as well. The overall market's having a bit of a... Ooh, what's going on there? What just happened there? Huge spike down. What's that? Is that a misprint or a... not seeing it on any of the other market stocks, but yeah, so I think that's just a misprint. This is bit mining, back red on the day. Not great volume on this one at the moment. SOS used to be quite popular with the Reddit brigade. Not so much anymore. Paramount Global breaking highs. Alright, anybody see anything else worth trading? So nothing. I'm looking for those kind of parabolic stocks, but not seeing anything. That's a reverse split, I think. Thesis Pharma? No, not enough volume. Minerva? It's popped up. Nope. IMBS resumed trading, pulling all the way back into a halt to the downside. Getting a lot of this, and this will say with a volatile stock like this, it's you can lump in, take big size for the smaller moves, but you've got to be wary of the halt levels. Okay. XPeng moving up. Oh, but we've got an hour left of the stream. Wow. Nice, nice long stream today. Cosmos trying to make a way back. Genius trying to make a way back. Let's see. Somebody bounced at the $0.50. Cosmos Health. This is the one that this is Cosmos. This is the stock that took me over $1 million last year. It was the 16th or whatever. Changed its name. Had a reverse stock split and went absolutely mental. From $4 up to $23, I think it was. That's that. I remember this one now. This was the one that had the reverse stock split. There was some glitch in the matrix that everybody sold off. Certain brokers didn't have the stock split correct, so that it sold off thinking that they were in profit, and then it hit the low again and then rallied all the way back up again and beyond. That's what happened with this one. It was yeah. It's a small cap, but what do you expect, Daryl? It's a small cap. So, of course, any of these, all penny stocks are risky. That's the whole point of trading them. You trade the volatility. You don't want to be buying into them long term. You just trade the momentum. I mean, we're 18 million float. $5 million, just shy of 5 million market cap. Well, before today, it had a 5 million market cap. Now it has a much higher market cap there, Daryl. So if you look at, let's have a look at it. Where are we? IMBS. So we're currently we call it 150 just for ease of use. We're looking at a 27 million market cap now. What was 4 million is now a 27 million just because of the way it's gone up. So it's a 445% increase intraday. So whilst it was a 4 million market cap, the fact that it's gone from kind of 30 cents a share to, well, 28 cents a share, whatever it was, to, you know, $1.50 a share and beyond, it's increased its market cap by nearly 500%. 18 million float, 18 million shares in the float, and not much in terms of short interest. A book value of 28 cents. So that speaks volumes. Tractor Supply Company. There's no volume. There's nobody trading it. So it's down on the. It popped up, but it's actually below the VWAP. It's selling off. It's not looking great. GNS, on the other hand, is looking very nice. Genius. But now we need to test the $3.25 as a support level, 325, and make new highs. Psychological level. I mean, you've got argument for a W pattern there. This is kind of a double bottom. It doesn't have to be at the exact levels, but argument for a double pattern, W pattern there. Let's just tap the 325 twice now. So now we need it to go on and make new highs. Facebook making new highs. Come back to Genius in a moment. Meta platforms, Facebook breaking highs up here. Realistically, you want to be getting these on earnings days for the true volatility. What's going on with Cosmos? So Cosmos trying to go green as well. Argument for an inverse head and shoulders. So shoulder one, head, shoulder two, move up. Now the opening range high needs to get over $5. Could be of interest. Genius, on the other hand, is not looking back. What's 359 is the halt level. It's halted. Looking for a potential entry there, but it's just looked at it before it's halted. Let's look at Cosmos. What's the halt level here? 529. You get over $5, we might want to run. All dollar psychological level. See some volume coming through as well. Current high of day is exactly $5, so we've stopped that. That was the opening range high, and it's also the current high of day. So just tapped $5 on this candle as well. A break of $5 is going to be key. There's the 5 again. Now we're over $5. I want to see it get green on the day. Willy Wonka, Havana going out of business? I don't think so. There was talk of a hostile takeover. I think that was last week. So they adopted a poison pill to prevent it. So I don't think they're going out of business. That's news to me. If they are, someone else in the chat might know different. Let's put it out there. Is Havana going out of business? I don't think they are.
This
week's earnings, there's a lot of it's a busy earnings week this week. Kushi, it's a busy earnings week this week. We've got some big names dropping their earnings later in the week as well. So you'll see quite a bit of volatility across the market as a result of that, because it will affect the overall market. Some big S&P 500 contributors. So they will contribute to the market direction. So we've got you can watch for that later this week. Looking for 530. Didn't they also have a stock split though, the Willy Wonka? If I'm not, I'd have to double check, but I think they had a stock split at some stage. There's a lot of stocks that have done that. He's got the devil horns here. For 1 minute. higher day right now is 509. So I want to see it over 509. $506 again. Potential breakout at 510. Oh, hit 510 just briefly. Oh, 509 just briefly. Still 509. Breakout still 510. We're getting a, there we go. I was going to say we're getting a flat top triangle ascending wedge. Let's take a little bit off there. Put a stop in place just above the break even, so at 505. I'll look for something moving a little bit quicker. I'll come back to this. If it gets to 525, I'll add back to the position and move my stop up. $900 on Cosmos. Expected this to go green on the day, actually. Not having a good day, Super Chip. I'm 20k in the hole at the minute. Normally I would call it I would call it as a bad day. But if I went all in and got 10%, I'll be back up. We'll see. Genius moved up into that halt. Slight gap up before moving up and selling off again. So might get a bounce on the VWAP with Genius. I think I'll stick with Cosmos for now. Looking for signs of a move back up. Don't mind this this pullback. At 516, so give this 10 cents. $0.11 on it is the ATR, so 10-cent risk is probably okay to give it. Ouch. Spread of 4 cents, which is not filling me with huge confidence, but How did you do that one, Super Chip? You're punching walls for all the losses that you've been taking. No, take some morphine. It's good stuff, that morphine. I don't condone the taking of illegal substances, by the way, but that morphine's good stuff. No, the dog hasn't had a treat. She's snoring away over by the door. I'll just put this 2 cents above. 3 cents above. That way, it's kind of a... just giving it 10 cents. Getting break highs. Currently, 524 is the high of day. Not up to 17. A free trade now, even if it pulls all the way back. It's a free trade. Yeah, got stopped out. Kind of worried about those little devil horns there. She does. She's pretty lazy. I want to see it break 525. Break the $0.25. I made 50 cents on that. I was right to move the stop up. Anything else worth discussing? VAX. Let's have a quick look at VAX while that's pulling back and consolidating. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling that. Not feeling this at all. Vaccinity. I usually am liquid, yeah, absolutely. You're not supposed to do that, Super Chip. You're supposed to stand on your step ladder, not fall off it. The break of the VWAP. 39.47 is the alt level up, so give this the range here, 40-cent range. Okay, let's see if we can't get a couple of bucks on this. What am I in? 39. $0.43 is the ATR. 20 cents on the ask. Where am I seeing the halt levels? I'm seeing the halt levels on the montage. So on the where I've got the level 2 set up, I've got, it's my montage where I do my price action. So I'm seeing the halt levels up and down on that. Nvidia should be breaking highs along with the wider market is just taking off. We're over 399 again on the wider market. Oh, there you go. Frankie boy's gone. So if you're a football or soccer fan and you follow the Premier League, that Lumperlard's just been sacked. I don't know about that, Super Chip. The amount of times that I've wanted to go and walk off the balcony over the last couple of years. Might be physically safer, but mentally not so much. There's a reason Wall Street has literally has a high death toll in terms of suicides. The spread's got 20 cents at the minute. The spread. Red desk breaking highs as well. BTD. I'm surprised this isn't moving up higher. I mean, it's got a good catalyst. Had a trial for patients with idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, and it's met all its primary and secondary endpoints. So that was announced this morning. That's why it's moved up. That was pre-market, so it's been selling off since 7. When am I moving? No date yet. Probably in the summer. But yeah, it's absolutely 100k losses. If you're trading big size, the thing is though, 100k losses, those are the same people that are making 200 and 300k gains on a daily super chip. So. But if you lose 100k in a day, man, you're saying that. I lost 60k in a day last week, and it wasn't pleasant. And you've got to detach yourself from the monetary value. That's the big thing. So if you on a daily basis, your cost of living, what it costs to go to a dinner and all that kind of stuff, you've got to forget that. This is, you know, think of it like Space Invaders, because if you'll never make any money if you think of it in real money terms. You'll get freaked out by it. Quite simply, I learned that not on trading. I actually learned that when I was in sales, enterprise sales. So negotiating with the likes of Rolls-Royce for a global multi-million-dollar contract. And if you think about that, you're like, just the obscene amount of money that is, you're never going to get past the negotiation stage. You're going to freak out. So likewise, same thing with trading is that you've got to get past the, you know, get the monetary value whilst you're trading. It's treat it like Space Invaders. You know, you win, you lose. Some days you lose, some days you win. The emotional element of trading is probably the single most difficult obstacle you're ever going to have to overcome. Not try and overcome, but have to overcome. The emotional element is terrible. After a while, it becomes easier the more you do it. Is probably the best way of describing it. The more you do it, I'd had to reply to a guy on the old tickety-tockety there over here. I had to stitch his video. It's like, oh, don't use a simulator. Don't trade in a paper account. I'm like, why? You're just saying just put money in and trade small. Get real. You just put money in and trade small and then bleed out slowly over time. Come on, trade in a simulator first. Always trade in a simulator first. You wouldn't get a pilot on an airline and say, right, there's the keys to the jumbo jet there. Off you go, son. Let's see how you get on. You wouldn't do that. You trade. You know, you practice in a simulator and train in a simulator first. So I'm not saying that this is akin to flying a jumbo jet, but you kind of get where I'm coming from. Where if you can simulate the environment, why not practice there first? Hone the skills. Everybody blows up their account. Super chip. Everybody. No, I don't know a single trader that hasn't. And anybody that says they've never blown up an account, then pretty much they're not trading. They're not a trader. I've blown up my account 3 times. Granted, I've not done it for a long time, but I've blown up my account 3 times. So if you've not blown up your account, you're not going to understand the feeling of crap. How do I get back to trading? How much is it going to cost me to refuel? I think the action today is with the bullish action is with the high caps. Apple breaking highs. Yeah, you've got to practice in a simulator. I mean, if again, when you start small, you still want the simulator, because what you want to be doing is hit your goal. When you first start, you start small, hit your goal, move over to the simulator, carry on trading as much as you want intraday, but in the simulator. Next day, get to goal, stop, move over to the simulator, and just keep doing that whilst you're honing your skills, whilst you're getting better at it. When I say getting better at it, I don't feel like I'm getting any better at it at the minute, but we'll see. Well, Alberto, that's fantastic. And you need, let's face it, the simulator helps you build that confidence, not just the muscle memory of you know, entries and exits and the timing and the discipline around cutting exits. Well, you saw me with CVKD, completely undisciplined with that one. Yeah, trading a simulator first, guys. I'm way over my max loss. If I liquidate this position right now, I'm over my max loss. My max loss today was 25k. I'm way over it. So right now, as it stands, I'll be 27. I'm 20k down, and I'm 7.5k unrealized. So I think this is me signing off. I need a bounce here on this support line. No, not getting it. Shit. Went without me. Come on. Why am I not getting filled? And spreads. Partial fill.
No.
Sold 500 of the 5,000. Come on. Don't do this to me. There we go. That was a terrible fill. Well, $30,000 loss today. That's the biggest loss I've had in a long time. Well, I think I'm just gonna lock my montage and switch over to the small account and look for something to trade on the small account. I'm done on this account. Trade Zero don't have a simulator. They don't have a paper account. They don't give you a paper account with your regular account. That's. How you do I de-stress from a day like today, Niall? By looking at my gains over the last year. That's a simple way. So a losing day like today, I just zoom out. And I say this every time. Every time you have a bad trade, every time you have a bad day, every time you have a bad week, zoom out. And with me, I can zoom out and I just look at I look at my balance sheet from last year, from 2022, right now, and I'm like, happy days. Over the grand scheme of things, 30k is not. It's not going to hurt me too much when I did over $1 million net last year. So, you know, exactly. I can think of a million reasons why I can't, why not to worry about a 30k losing day. Last June I had a really good was it June? I think it was either June or July. I had a really good month. I did over 150k that month, but on one of the days I actually lost over $60,000. So that wasn't a good day, but it didn't stop me having a great month, and I'm having a great month now. If I zoom out just on the month right now, if I just go back to my trader view reports for 2023, which is January. Before today, I was 103,000 in profit, 102 at 855. So this will knock me down back down to 70,000. Yeah. Look, I think the one thing I do say to everybody is get used to losing. If you can manage your risk effectively, which I've done horribly at today, but if you can manage your risk effectively, you can lose 2 out of 3 trades and still be profitable. depending on your risk versus reward ratios, your accuracy can be, you can have 2 losers to every winner and still be profitable. So just under $1 million, Lucas. Growth just under $1 million. I'll tell you exactly what it was. Why not? That doesn't make sense. Not unless I'm going backwards in time. Yeah, gross, it was $1,048,000 in 2021. So I was about 800, just over 800k in 2021. Go get pie and mash. No, I think I'll go walk the dog in a minute. Hey, look, we all have losses. It's the one constant. You've got to get used to having losing days. And like I say, if you recognize that you're going to have losing days, it's easier to deal with them, because I did 11 green days in a row to start the month. Had a losing day last week, and then had a couple of green days, 3 green days in a row, starting this week off with a red. So if I can go another 6 days after today green, happy days. I'll recover this drawdown before the end of the month. That's the thing. So look, what else is moving? Let's have a look. Let's keep an eye on the ball, and I've still got the small account challenge to do. So let's see what else is moving. I'm looking for anything that's moving with good volume. Like I say, the thing is, when you've got a small account, so I'm starting a small account today with just over $3,500 in equity position. That means I've got over $20,000 in buying power, up to $20,000 in buying power, depending on the stock that I take. But it's important in terms of stock selection that you're picking stocks that you can actually get good leverage, as well as a good move and reliable move as well. So most days I kill it. Super chip. So unfortunately, today's not one of them. But we'll see. This time, yeah, this time. If we can get something that goes parabolic, then there's an opportunity there. Facts. VAX going, so I've locked this montage, so I can't trade on this one, so. But Vaccinity, making good gains. Yeah, I was looking at Trade Zero myself, Alberto. I'm having a look at them, but they wouldn't let me play with the platform. So I'm kind of reluctant to load money in there if they're not going to let me trade with the platform. I'll have another look at it today. fact, Samara's not doing much. Fact is, it needs to get over $5 for the leverage, though. That's the problem with that one. Not really feeling that one either. E-stamp, IDAI, 80% up on the day. $124 is the halt level, so it's about to go into a halt if it continues. Yeah, there we go. This is about to be halted. Still a few transactions going through, but it's about to be halted. Trust stamp receives notice of allowance from the US Patent and Trademarks Office. False halt. Yeah, Daryl, IMBS, getting at 40 cents was the right place to get in there. Alt level's now 29. This is trust stamp. Not feeling it myself, but each to their own. Have a look at IMBS whilst it's still there. So this is just consolidating sideways now. We're getting kind of flat bottom at 130. So lower highs, flat bottom support typically will break downwards. So it looks like this intelligent bio, it looks like it's done for the day. For now, at least. Typically this will break downwards, flat bottom. Descending triangle onto a flat bottom is usually a sign of a reversal or a sign of selling. OCSL, what did that do? Nothing. Just moved up and did nothing. Wayfarer sideways. Yeah, I saw that. Genius. Netflix. Oh, it seems to be a day for the mid and high cap stocks. Netflix is up there at 355 now. So I'm looking for something to trade with the small account now, but I've got to be careful. Don't want to be taking a position with something that's not going to give me the returns. Rivian moving up. I'm looking for 175 as my target for on the small account today. Altered to the upside. T stamp, trust stamp. Yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that pattern at all. Yeah, not enough volume to trade that either. New cloud link. No. Not enough volume. So this the momentum stocks right now. So we're getting a bit of a lull in the market, it seems, which is fine. A bit of a lull in the market. Let's see what happens at lunchtime. In the meantime, I'm probably going to just wrap it up. Put today down as a bad day. And we'll see what transpires later in the day. Oh, for sure, super chip. Definitely moving out of Ireland. I mean, come on, it's probably one of the biggest rip-off countries in the in Europe. Everything is an absolute rip-off, and the weather's horrible. I need regular sunshine, and I can't get that here. So now my kids are all grown up. There's nothing really stopping me from. I mean, my daughter turned 18 there last month, so there's nothing keeping me here now. So yeah, I'll be off somewhere sunny. Super chip. Well, I think that's me done for the day. I'll keep an eye on the. I'll keep an eye on them. I'll take the dog for a walk. I'll keep an eye on things. I've not taken a trade with the. Is it halted again? IDAI. Back to the upside or down? Back to the upside again. I've not taken a trade with a small account yet, but we'll see. In the meantime, I'll do a trade recap later, a very depressing one, no doubt, and I will see you all tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow, the same as today, we're only doing an hour of the pre-market and then 90 minutes of the after the open, so after the bell. So come join me tomorrow, 8:30 market time, 1:30 p.m. in Ireland and the UK, and we do it all over again. I'll see you then, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.